Hey guys, welcome out to the shop. Today we're going to be talking about small engines. I recently had a viewer ask me how you check for spark. So today we're going to go over that. It's a very simple process and anybody can do it. This works for not only small engines such as chainsaws, weed eaters, blowers, but it can also work for bigger lawnmowers and cars. When I talk about wanting to check for spark, when you have an internal combustion engine, you want three main things. You want air, fuel, and an ignition source, which is your spark plug. If you don't have one of those three things, you will not have the combustion in the chamber or in the cylinder where the piston pushes up, squeezes everything nice and tight, and causes that small explosion inside the cylinder. Those three things are very easy to check. With the air, that deals with your carburetor, same with the fuel, but with your fuel, if you have no fuel in your lines or something like that, it can also affect your carburetor. With your spark, that is the go-to first thing that I always try to do because it's very simple. It's usually right on top. You pull it out, put it down, and boom, you can test to see if you even have spark. So let's go ahead and go over how you would check for a spark. Right here I have a Craftsman chainsaw. Now this is not any kind of high-end chainsaw, but it does get the job done, gets it done well. I've had it for almost 2 years now. Came to me used with some issues with the fuel, so I fixed it up and now I got it running. So underneath this cover, you see that I have the spark plug right here. So right there is where the air intake is. This is where your choke is. This right here is where your throttle body is and where your fuel inlet is to the carburetor. That's where all the air mixing happens with the fuel and the air. Then all of your combustion happens right here in the cylinder. So when I say that check for spark, is the cylinder rises, it's got the air and the fuel inside of here, and it's looking for a spark from the spark plug. And once that ignites, that's when you have the small explosion in there, pushing the piston back down in a revolution, and then when it comes back up, it gains more air and fuel, another spark happens, boom. And that's how your engine works. The constant firing of that spark plug with the air and fuel make it go up and down. So when I go to check for a spark, the first thing I pull off is this spark plug wire and put it to the side. Next, you get a spark plug tool or a socket and you can take it off, and I've already gotten mine loosened up. So here is your spark plug. Now, the way the spark plug works is it sends a little bit of electricity through this end, and then it actually jumps that gap right there that you can see between that end. So some engines require different gap distances. You can usually look them up on your engine specs, especially with vehicles. They're kind of picky, and you can adjust that by pushing it in or prying it out a little bit using a spark plug gauge. So these are the two tools that I use to check the gap, either feeler gauges or the spark plug gauge right here, and you just run that in there and check to see what your gap is. So now that we've gotten the ends disconnected and this is out of the cylinder, we want to go ahead and check for the spark. Now what you're looking for is a little blue flash right here at the end as you're pulling on the handle of the chainsaw or whatever you're working on. And if you are working on a car, it helps to have somebody else there and they can turn over the key and you can actually watch for the spark there. There are tools that you can buy that actually plug into this and you can ground it to something and it will light up. So if you're working alone in a car, those would be very handy because all you have to watch is for the light to turn on. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and put it back in under the wire. Make sure that it connects in there. Alright, so that's back in. Now when you are checking for the spark, do not put it back right here at the hole. Because if you're pulling and pulling and pulling, you're going to build up gas in here because it's not having the explosion happen. So you're going to build up fuel, and then eventually it's going to ignite if that is right here next to the hole. So what I always do is I put it to the side, and you guys can see the gap is sitting right there. So what we want to do is watch for the spark jumping that little gap. So we're going to go ahead and give it a few tugs. As you can see, the little light flashing back and forth from side to side right there. So we have spark on this chainsaw. So that is what I mean, and that is how you check your spark. So after you've ruled out whether or not you have spark, you can go ahead and reinstall the spark plug, and then you can plop the cover back on, and then start looking at other issues such as the carburetor, your fuel, or even just your main air inlet. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. This was a short one, but I wanted to get that cleared up, is what I was looking for whenever I was saying that I was checking for spark. I know somebody was interested in knowing what it was, so I'm sure that some of you out there other than the him are also wondering. So hope you guys found that useful. If you guys are enjoying these small engine repairs, hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section down below if I forgot something, or if you guys have any other useful tips, leave them down below as well for everybody to learn in the community of YouTube. You know, this is what it's all about. So, you know, some basic maintenance is what gets most of these items running. I've got this Predator 4000 right here, and that's what it needs, is just some basic maintenance. And that's what I'm working on this week, so you guys can check that later this week. This needs a carburetor rebuild kit. So thanks guys for watching. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, so you guys can check out all my other videos. Remember, hit that little bell so you guys can get notifications, and I will see you guys on the next video.